Hello, everybody, and welcome to DC Time. I'm Dean. Chris and his wife are out this week vacationing, enjoying the sun down south. Hope they're having a good time. So I'm going to attempt to carry the show without Chris today, see how it goes. I had thought earlier that we had made a plan. I know I had thought it in my mind anyway, that we'd shoot a couple videos together, knowing Chris was not going to be here. But you know how that goes. We plan things, and it just doesn't work out. Doesn't work out that way. So with that, I'm going to read Proverbs 16:9. Person plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his steps. Chris and I, we believe that here. We believe that our Creator, our Father, is directing all things. He's directing your steps, our steps. But we do plan every day. We make plans all the time. There again, but the Father's in control. Can we really believe that? Can I, deep within, can I believe that? I ask for a deeper understanding of that. I want to believe that. I want to hold on to that. It's easy to say we believe things, and then, like I said, especially with this topic, I'm planning stuff all the time. But knowing that Father's in control, He's directing our steps. He's got it all planned out. Perhaps someday I'll see, oh, there's the reason for that. There's the reason for that. I thought I was doing something. Father had it all along, had it all planned out. That's why it happened, the good and the bad. So that's comforting when you take hold of that. It gets into the sovereignty message that we believe God is in complete control. All right. I stopped there the video. It's funny, that topic, I didn't even want it. That wasn't even the plan to talk about. So one thing that I did plan this week that I was thinking I'll for sure do, something Chris and I have been talking about. We've been talking about, hey, maybe we'll shoot some videos and get them a lot shorter. Maybe I have control of that today, right? I got editing control here. I got control how long I'm going to speak. So I just cut myself off there. I'm going to get to what I really wanted to talk about, what I was reading and excited to share. So I want to do that so I can also reach my goal and keep this video a little bit shorter than what they've normally been. All right, so with that, I'm going to jump to Ephesians 4 and just listen to this. All right. I am entreating you then, I, the prisoner in the Lord, to walk worthily of the calling with which you were called, with all humility and meekness, with patience, bearing with one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit with the tie of peace, one body, one Spirit, according as you were called also with one expectation of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all, through all, and in all. Okay, there's so much to pull out of there. Something I'm excited about, looking more into, right here in the middle, this one body, one Spirit. What we have today, what we are a part of today in this day of grace. Paul's calling us to keep the unity of the Spirit. There again, Chris and I just mentioned this. We have been talking about this. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to make or create or start or begin or get to. There is Spirit. There is one Spirit. There's one body. There's one head, the Lord Jesus Christ. And that's beautiful. That's freeing to me. That is freeing. And you can tap into that. A lot of you out there you're doing that. You're, bearing with one another in love, peace, keeping the unity of the Spirit. You feel that Spirit, right? The Spirit of the Lord Himself. And you feel it. So there again, His Spirit loves. That's what it does. And so when you glimpse that and tap into that, oh, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And so, yeah, endeavor to keep that. Remember that, know that, realize that there's nothing to join Chris and I there again. If you're new to the show for any reason here, wondering what the heck we're doing, something we stated from the very beginning, and it still stands. There's nothing for you to change. We're not trying to change anybody out there. We don't want anybody to join anything, anything like that. At the most, we just want to encourage, and look at these things together with you, like we enjoy doing. And this is beautiful. This is so rich. There's so much in there. So let me read a little from Knox Commentary. There again, this is just a commentary, so you can look this up for yourself and these verses for yourself. And I'm focusing on the one body, one spirit. Right there in chapter 4, verse 4. His commentary says, during the era covered by the book of Acts, there were several bodies, several baptisms, and faiths and expectations. But now that the secret economy is in operation, there is no longer one faith for the Jew, one for the Gentile, but all have the same faith. Nothing should ever divide the saints of this administration, of this time. Nothing should ever divide the saints, is what he says. My thought there, my first thought is, how would that be possible? Is it possible to divide the saints? I mean, where I'm back talking about the Spirit, that we're endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit. Well, that Spirit of love and peace, the Spirit of the Lord himself. So what could ever divide that when you're experiencing that with another person, that Spirit? So I know there's a lot there. It's a lot to think about, for sure. A lot to look into. So, what am I going to plan next? What am I going to choose next? What am I going to try to do next? A verse I just read earlier today also, maybe I'll do that. I'll try to choose to be at peace with the world. What about that? I'll close with this. If it is possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all people. I'm going to try to choose to do that. Be at peace with the world tomorrow. Hope you do the same thing. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Chris will be back next week. We'll be back together. I look forward to that. And take care. We'll see you next time.